quickly, but I want to remind you once again that the media is reporting on what Donald Trump is saying, and that is why his statements on race come out, because he's saying them, and then the media is reporting on it. Lawrence has a question.
Katrina, you began the discussion by saying that Donald Trump's objection to the judge in his fraud trial in California is not, these are your words, not solely based on ethnicity. So what you're saying there is Donald Trump is right, and you personally believe that some of the objection to the judge should legitimately be based on the judge's ethnicity. And so I'd like to ask you, what is your ethnic background?
I am black and white.
And you've said that the media has been saying for months that Donald Trump is racist, and you blame any perception that Donald Trump is racist on the media. But you say that that's out there, and therefore it is possible that Donald Trump could have a black judge who would be biased against him because he's black. And I'm just wondering how you would feel if a member of your family was in that position that judge is in California, and a member of his integrity as a judge was called into question on the basis that you've laid out here today, which is if the media has labeled Donald Trump a racist, therefore people out there think it, and that judge might be one of them. If that judge was related to you and Donald Trump wanted that judge knocked off of his case, how would you feel about that?
Well, I think that's a really nice try, but it's not the same, considering how Mr. Trump doesn't have a policy that the media has pitted against black Americans, like the wall, like anchor babies, like amnesty. Those things are tied into that ethnicity that the media has been pushing for months. Has nothing to do with African Americans. In fact, Mr. Trump, Mr. Trump has not said anything having to do with African Americans, with the exception of creating jobs in the African American community, which have been failed miserably due to illegal immigration. So it was a really nice try, but it's just not going to work. It's not the same thing, and I understand the media and the talking heads out there are trying to make it the same thing, but this ethnicity is tied to Mr. Trump's policies specifically.
And birtherism? Birtherism is a policy.
What about birtherism?
Birtherism is a policy that causes African Americans to...
Absolutely.
Excuse me. What did you just say?
So you're talking about anchor babies?
No, I'm talking about birtherism. I'm talking about Donald Trump doubting that the President of the United States is an American, accusing him of faking his birth certificate. This is the basis of African Americans. It is the reason Donald Trump became prominent as a political figure in 2012.
I didn't realize that was a policy. Is that a policy? I didn't realize you said it was a policy.
But if Donald Trump,
it's not a policy.
But if Donald Trump is a birther, then could he not, therefore, according to what you and Lawrence were just discussing, then alienate African Americans to the point because it alienates African Americans, and therefore does that mean an African American judge who might be offended by birtherism could not preside over a case involving Donald Trump if they were offended by
any sense at all whatsoever. Black people are not offended because maybe somebody was or was not born in this country. Barack Obama is not the standard bearer for all black Americans in this country. And I could sit here and say, for one, that I never considered voting for him because his policies are horrendous, and we've seen that play out now. Birtherism is not a policy. So this is apples and oranges.
Okay. Katrina, Donald Trump has asked to see the college transcript of exactly one politician in American history. There's only one he's wondering about, and that's Barack Obama. Is that because Barack Obama is black?
Well, I think it's because most presidential candidates have been asked to see their college transcripts.
No, they haven't, Katrina.
Several of them have,
I know this is your first presidential campaign, but no, they haven't.
And several of them have released them, but for whatever reason, Barack Obama has not, and in fact spent money on stealing those documents.
Can you get
I don't
Donald Trump to release his college transcript this afternoon? Any chance of that?
Can I get them released this afternoon? Probably not on a Sunday.
Will he
Probably not on a Sunday.
Katrina, don't pretend that the college transcript thing is a normal thing in presidential campaign. And Donald Trump proved it because he didn't ask for anyone's president. He didn't ask for any of his opponents' college transcripts this year. Not one of them. He's only asked from one person. So you're saying only because Barack Obama is black that he wanted to see his college transcripts? Yeah, it couldn't possibly be that, right? It's worth laughing about. It couldn't possibly be that.
It was a document
really funny question.
When someone is hiding documents,
Katrina,
they are asked to release them.
Right,
it was
Katrina.
that simple.
Katrina,
it's not just because the man is black.
Interesting. All right, we've explored your own birtherism apparently on the show. Thank you very much, Katrina Pierson. Really appreciate you being here. Lawrence and Michael are sticking around, and we will have much more after the break.